Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today I'm going to be talking about Solo, a Star Wars story. I am very worried about this movie, so I'm reacting to the newest trailer that just dropped, and I'm very concerned about what I'm seeing in this trailer. Alright, so here's the biggest issue. There's a line in the trailer where Han Solo is standing next to Chewbacca, and he looks, and he doesn't even look over at Chewbacca, he just says, "What do you think?" And Chewbacca goes, "Roar!" Right? Like he's upset with Han Solo. And Han Solo goes, "Well, what do you think?" And I was like, whoa, that's not right. That's not right. Right? And so here's my issue with that line. Han Solo, in the entire history of Star Wars, has never been dismissive of Chewbacca. Right? So Chewbacca very much like fits into the role of a sidekick, which is it's almost a problematic perspective because, you know, the question is Chewbacca like is he a, what's the right word I'm looking at? It's troublesome to look at, like, Chewbacca isn't a pet, right? And that's the point, is Chewbacca's always following Han Solo around, and I think one of the reasons everybody's comfortable with that, their relationship in the films, is Han Solo has never, ever been dismissive of Chewbacca. He takes Chewbacca seriously, and I think in many ways, even though it looks like a leader-follower relationship where Han Solo is leading and Chewbacca is following, he always gives him equal respect as a person. I feel like Han Solo in the past has always given Chewbacca equal respect as a person. Now, if I think back, I don't remember Han Solo ever uttering anything that was dismissive of Chewbacca. There were definitely times where Han Solo shouted at Chewbacca in frustration, or he shouted him in anger, right? And I actually get that, because the two of them are in high-stress situations all the time, right? Like, constantly. And basically, when you're friends, you spend a lot of time together, you're going to get angry with each other, and snapping back and getting over that anger and continuing to move forward, really, it means something. It means, like, that's part of being friends, is getting angry at each other and coming back. Now, there are definitely breaking points where friendships snap when the tension becomes too high, and when one person feels betrayed. That can be usually a point. You know, with the friendship, I think there's a decision. Hey, can I forgive this, right? But, you know, sometimes it doesn't go there. Now, the good thing is, especially with Star Wars, Han Solo and Chewbacca was a loyal friend to Han Solo, literally to the point of his death, right? Like, he went with him all the way, you know. So every moment we see Chewbacca, from when we see Chewbacca for the first time in that cantina on Tatooine, to when we see Chewbacca, you know, witnessing Han Solo's death because Kylo Ren kills him with a lightsaber, or Han Solo ignited the lightsaber himself. That's what I believe. But regardless, at the moment of Han Solo's death, when he falls into that deep pit, right, and he dies, you know, Chewbacca, he's absolutely loyal to Han. And throughout all of the films, Han Solo, he might have gotten frustrated with him, he might have gotten angry with Chewbacca, but those are flashes of emotion. There's absolutely never a point in any of the films where Han Solo is dismissive of Chewbacca, right? And so I really did not like where that line was coming from. It concerns me, right? It just concerns me. So I look at this Solo film. Also, I have to say, every single trailer I see, I just keep thinking Alden Ehrenreich was the wrong choice, and the Baby Driver Ansel Elgort was the right choice, right? And I really think they would have been a lot better off going with Ansel Elgort. I think he would have had the energy and the panache and the suaveness to be Han Solo better, you know. And so it's just problematic. I'm really, really concerned about Star Wars. With all that said, let me be super clear. I'm going to be there opening night. You know what I mean? And I will also say at this point, I don't think there's ever been a bad Star Wars movie. And if Solo tanks and it is a terrible film, they have one in the can, in my opinion. Like, they have a bad movie credit, right? So Disney, which I think has done an amazing job carrying the brand forward. I've been super happy with Rogue One, super happy with The Force Awakens, super happy with The Last Jedi. So if Solo is just a complete, bad film, I'm not going to be too upset with Disney. And the reason why is, handling the Star Wars properties has been incredibly difficult. I think Kathleen Kennedy was absolutely right to fire those two directors, because she didn't feel that they were given proper respect to the writer for Empire of the Strikes Back, son, and for that writer himself, Lawrence Kasdan. And I really feel like this is where we're at. So I'm very worried about Solo. I'm not feeling what I'm seeing here. It's very concerning to me. But I'm definitely down. Disney has done such a tremendous job. I owe so much to Star Wars, and I've never seen a bad Star Wars film. If it's a bad film, I will pay my money on opening night. I will see that film, and I'll just say, hey, because Star Wars has brought me so much joy. I owe them. I owe George Lucas. I owe Disney. I definitely owe Lights and Magic. I owe Lucas's sound effect company. All those people. They just done such a tremendous job. I'm really worried about Solo. I really hope I'm wrong, but I really feel like when I look at Solo, I just don't think they have the tone right. One last thing about Solo that I think that people really should have thought about a little more carefully is I think logically Solo could be a huge problem, and here's why, right? So Han Solo is a bad guy, is a smuggler with a heart of a gold, right? And the part that we as fans respond to is the heart of gold part, right? Well, we're about to see where he came up and all the bad things he had to do to come up, right? When we're introduced to Han Solo in Star Wars Episode 4, the first thing he does is straight murder Greedo, right? This guy is a hardcore, action dude. Han Solo does not play. He is a very serious player in the Star Wars universe. He's a dangerous man, right? And so, but he has that heart of gold, which kind of takes some of that rough exterior off. And now we're going to be delving way deeper into that rough exterior, and we might see who he betrays and some of the things that make him be the person he is. And when you are going deep on this issue of, hey, where are we heading with this, right? We're gonna explore the hard scrabble start of a character who ends being a good guy. But does that mean we're just going to be seeing a lot of him as a bad guy? Oh man, I'm just so worried about Solo. I'm really worried about Solo. I'm going to be there opening night. I hope you are too. We all owe Star Wars something. I really feel that's very true. I hope Kathleen Kennedy was able to save this. I hope Ron Howard was able to get this back on track. I'm excited about seeing Daniel Glover. I'm excited about seeing learning more about Chewbacca. We'll see where this goes. Take care.